Hello, this is Dr. May, and welcome to another episode of Life of a Video Game Collector. We are traveling to a GameStop. I'm actually on my lunch break to do a couple of trade-ins, some extra games I don't need, and I am going to try to get a complete Wii U collection. That's one of my big new goals. It's only 157 games. I have 31 as of right now. I will be picking up a lot this weekend, so that will be add another 5, and I'm just missing a lot of cheap games, honestly. So hopefully I can come up with a handful of cheap games right now at GameStop for this trade-in, so stay tuned. Hello, this is Dutch May. Didn't get anything at the GameStop. They didn't really have anything I wanted, but I do have a credit for there, so I might be picking up an actual Switch game. The Wild Guns Reloaded is available close to me, so since that is a pretty rare game, I'm gonna probably pick that up. But I am on my way to do a Wii U and Wii pickup, so stay tuned. So I'm back, got a bunch of Wii and Wii U games. I'm actually a little pissed off because there's a misunderstanding. I drove over 30, or it's actually over 40 minutes to pick this up. And I was supposed to get a black Wii included in this deal. He was like, there was a misunderstanding, but after just considering, I just decided to get this. It was $40 for all this. It was supposed to be with the black Wii U, so I could, or black Wii, so I can make my money back easier. But with all these games, it's still more than worth it. Go through the games real quick. Super Mario Brothers 3D World, which I needed another copy after trading the other one in, which I mentioned earlier. 007 Legends for the Wii U. Ninja Gaiden 3 for the Wii U. Sonic and the Secret Rings, yep, for the Wii. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, which I have for the Switch but needed for the Wii U for the collection. Have too many of those. Wario Land Shake It. Super Mario Brothers. New Super Mario Brothers Wii. Mario Strikers Supercharged. And Need for Speed Most Wanted for the Wii U. Again, I have a chunk or a couple of these games, so I should be able to get close to making my money back. Plus I sold a couple things on eBay, but still pretty mad about that because I drove all that way. I wouldn't have probably drove for all this, even though it is still a good deal. But I'm overall okay with it. Again, I will make my money back and add about 7-8 games to the collection. So let's stay tuned to see if I get anything else from GameStop. This is Dr. May, and I am on my way to Oak Park Heights, which is about 10 to 15 minutes away from my house. I am looking for Wild Guns Reloaded. I have a couple of trade-ins to GameStop, some doubles that I can get rid of. Ocarina of Time, which considering I paid less than $5 for it, or $5 for it. I'm getting a lot more trade-in for it, as well as a couple other games. But I am hoping that they have Wild Guns there. It says they have it. Wild Guns Reloaded, by the way, for the Switch. And I might look for some cheap Wii U titles to fill out some of those Wii U titles I need. Those cheap titles I need. So stay tuned. We just left GameStop. Got 3 Wii U games that were extremely cheap, filler titles for the collection, so pretty glad about that. There are 2 Disney Infinity, because I have Disney Infinity 3 that my daughter actually plays, so I got 1 and 2 to go along with that, 99 cents each, so pretty nice to add those to the collection. And did get my Wild Guns. Pretty excited about that, and also got Lego Dimensions for another, I believe, 99 cents. So I still got a chunk of credit, plus GameStop's got a 4 for $20, which will be perfect for the Wii U. And it turns out the GameStop I went to has pretty decent titles for the Wii U. For that $10 range. If you don't know, it's 4 for $20 on $10 games, so they end up being $5 a piece instead of $10, so half off. And some of those Wii U titles are actually decently priced on GameStop rather than like their Switch games, which are ridiculous because some of their pre-owned Switch games are more than their new Switch games. Don't know how GameStop works that out, but really excited to add Wild Guns to the collection, which was the main reason why I drove out to this area. So I'm going to head home. I got a couple of things coming in the mail, ordered a couple things online recently, so stay tuned. Hello, this is Dr. May back at home with my pickups over the last week. Again, I had one, I believe that was Let Go deal. Yeah, it was a Let Go deal and and some GameStop trades. So let's get into the Let Go deal. Again, I was slightly disappointed because I easily could have made my money back on the deal that we originally set out, but since I drove so far, I ended up doing it, and it's still a okay deal, $40 for all these games. And I currently listed my new Super Mario Brothers Wii, and Wii Play's not going to sell, but so I'll get some of my money back. Probably won't make all of it since I am going to keep more of the games than I thought I was going to. But $40 for all this, again, can't really complain. Still a pretty good deal for the titles I got, so let's get into it. Sonic and the Secret Rings. Pretty sure it's not a title that's a good Sonic title. Honestly, there are not many good Sonic titles nowadays, but something I needed for the Wii collection. Mario Strikers Supercharged. Curious about this because I've really never actually played any of the Striker series, so I'm curious about this. And to get this for a pretty good price, can't complain. And all these are actually complete, so person took care of their stuff. They just needed money, so you know, it is what it is. And Wario Land Shake It. Those are the 3 Wii titles, and then I added 5 Wii U titles on this. I added Super Mario Brothers 3D World, which I sold a copy of this earlier, but the reason why is because it was acting a little funny on my system, so got a newer one. This is in perfect condition. 007 Legends. Again, just these are titles I needed for the collection, not necessarily ones I want to play, even though I'm curious about it. I'll probably try it out. Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. Never been a big Ninja Gaiden, at least the newer Ninja Gaidens, but again, it'll be worth checking out. I got the Wii U hooked up now on my main TV with my Switch, so I can play some of these Wii U titles. Might as well if I'm going for a complete Wii U collection. Captain Toad, I have that on the Switch. I actually got that about a month ago to the date, so I got it for the Wii U finally. And the last one out of this deal was Need for Speed Most Wanted U. And I'm actually extremely curious about this. Yeah, I'm actually curious about playing this. So, all that was $40. Minus, I'm probably going to end up selling the Mario for $15. So it'll be about $25 for all those games. Can't complain. That's actually a pretty good deal for those games. So next, GameStop, traded in a few things, and I still have credit, but I got 3 filler titles for the Wii U I needed to add to the collection. And they are Lego Dimensions, Disney Infinity 2.0, and Disney Infinity the original. So I have all 3 Disney Infinity and got the Lego Dimensions. And right now that brings up my Wii U collection to 38 games, which is just about a quarter of the collection. There is 157 games, so I'm sitting at 24% of the Wii U collection. The last game I got, which I kind of wanted to wait to make this video, but I have more stuff coming in. in the next week or two, but so I'll make a separate video of that. But I got a new Switch title. As you guys know, I've been buying Switch games like crazy. Got Wild Arms, Wild Guns Reloaded for the Switch. I'm glad it came with the cover art and all that stuff. Knowing that it came from GameStop, so you never know how those are actually going to turn out. This is actually in really good condition. I'm extremely excited to actually try this out. If you don't know, this is a basically a cleaner version of the original Wild Guns, which was for the Super Nintendo. And it's also available on the PS4. I believe it's a GameStop exclusive. It might not be. It was originally, I know that, but I'm not sure if it's a GameStop exclusive anymore. But anyways, really excited to add this to the collection. Getting pretty full up there, and with the games coming in soon, I actually have to build another shelf. It's going right there. So a lot of Switch games, and if you're interested in Switch content, there will be a lot more coming to this channel. So stay tuned for that. But until next time, this is Dr. May, and make sure you guys get your game on. Subscribe, like, comment, you know, all that good stuff. Peace.